Content warning. This video has mentions of suicide.
I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Seen your pretty ass soon as you came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a line for us to blow. Married to the shop.
I honestly don't know how to start this video. It's genuinely been a while since I posted, and I've been trying to make this video for a while. I didn't know how to start it. I didn't know how to do it. I finally decided to just record myself just speaking while playing a game. I spun a wheel and Overwatch won like just immediately. So I'm going to be talking about myself and where I've been in this video. And there's because I'm gonna be like playing while talking about this, there's going to be a lot of cuts, a lot of cuts in between. If you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Frankie and this is Peach Gumi. This is a channel where I usually would make videos about anything, really, any topic that I'm really interested in. It's not, I don't like to say that I'm a video essay channel necessarily. It's just like a form of commentary, but like they are more of it in a video essay format. I've also haven't posted a video essay within like 4 or 5 years. It's been that long since I posted one. And to those who have been watching me since I've like been making videos since back then, I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry that I haven't been uploading. I'm very sorry that I haven't been posting. The last video that I made was like 4 years ago. I don't remember the exact date. Oh my god, well wait. Oh wait, this Sunbrook skin's really cute. Oh my god, I'm getting off topic. I'm getting off topic already. But the last video that I made was like a channel update video, and I was like talking about like all these things I'm excited to do, about how excited I am to make new videos and why I haven't been posting. And at the time it was very simple. A big reason why I wasn't posting was, again, because I was in high school. But now I'm 22 and I'm in college and I still haven't been posting. And it's, why did you put me in a game that's already going? You gotta be kidding me. But it's honestly more complicated than I initially portrayed it to be in that initial video. I actually was like debating on deleting that video because I was so embarrassed. I was telling y'all that I was gonna be back and I never did come back. Oh, who just died? Oh no! Kiriko! Oh my god. I really hope my mic's not too loud right now. I haven't used OBS in who knows how long, and like I try to adjust it, but it still doesn't. No, I just joined this game. I just joined this game. Oh my god. This is gonna be probably a long video. Yeah, it's just like it was easy for me to say that I'll be back after like I graduated like high school, which was I'm gonna be so for real, that was in fact the plan, and I genuinely did intend for that to happen. You gotta be kidding me. That's the, I threw down the wrong orb. It's okay. A bunch of stuff happened to me in between when I posted that video and to now. Like plenty of good stuff has happened to me, but a lot of bad things have happened to me as well. A scary amount of bad things, actually. A big thing was that I didn't go to college immediately. I like took a gap year to join the workforce, and through my first job I got groomed. I don't know how else to say it. I got groomed by one of my coworkers and he preyed on me. I'm the only one on the point.
Surrender to my will.
There we go. There goes Mercy. Where's... Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got groomed. That was like a really bad thing. And a bunch of other just bad stuff that I'm not going to get into. Specifically because that's not the main point of this video. If anybody's interested in hearing the weird things that happened to my life, specifically, I could make a separate video about that. But like a big thing is just like I did talk about this in that initial like video of like me like talking about where I've been in that channel update video, where like I've always, since I was a kid, I've always felt like I had to be perfect, and I thought I got better about it, but I didn't actually get better about it. It just morphed this way into something completely different, in a way where I didn't initially recognize it for what it was. I know a lot of people did not watch that video that I did make, but like I was talking about like how I was like had all these commitments, like theater and stuff like that, because I was like a theater kid in high school. And guess what? I'm actually studying theater in the college right now. I found out that I genuinely do want to like be in that as a career. But like I unfortunately, like when people say like that the people that you meet in creative spaces can really make or break how you like interact with these spaces and art in general, they're not joking. I unfortunately was in a space where I felt underappreciated and I felt like I wasn't good enough, and it extended to this channel, and it's like anything creative that I did, I always felt like I wasn't doing enough, like constantly. Oh, I died. And I think me being on TikTok actually made it much worse, because like on TikTok, let me see, I didn't choose a perk, hold on. I want this one.
Surrender to my will.
I like zoned out. Hold on. I'm just gonna talk when I'm ready, because I keep zoning out because I'm like locking the f in to this game right now. Oh my god, that reminds me. I dated this guy who like hated Overwatch so much, and he hated the fact that I had played Overwatch. It was the most absurd thing. That is related to what I'm talking about, but I'll get to that later. But like I felt like I had to be perfect, and like because I wasn't perfect, I felt like it kept morphing. The way I viewed myself kept changing to the point where it's like I became extremely suicidal because my art wasn't perfect, because I wasn't a perfect creator. And like I was on TikTok, and on TikTok you're expected to like blow up on TikTok to get like a decent follower in TikTok. You have to post constantly, you have to like actively be posting on there, and I genuinely felt like there was something wrong with me for being unable to keep up, which was like a huge problem, and I'm still dealing with now. Like I keep asking myself, why aren't I faster? Why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? Why can't I be like everyone else? Am I not working hard enough?
Surrender to my will.
Am I not good enough? I died. Yeah, we might not win this. That's okay. Where did I accidentally go up? I did not mean to do that. Why did everybody just die? No. Oh well, that's okay. Hey guys, this is Frankie from the future. I am currently editing this video as of now. I like early in the video, like a lot of the names are censored. This point forward, I like realized that like I didn't have the streamer settings turned on. I decided to just put my current voice over like some of the recording to just let you guys know. That was my fault. It's because I never like recorded myself playing Overwatch before now. Yeah, I feel like I wasn't good enough for a lot of it. I wanted to try my best each and every day, but like I felt like my best wasn't enough. Like I constantly felt like I wasn't enough, and it's just like it twisted into this real weird way. And again, this is all related to the bad stuff that happened to me from then to now, and which has changed how I view myself. But like genuinely, it got to the point where it's like, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't deserve to live. I have become very suicidal since in between this time. I didn't even realize, it took me a while to even realize that I was suicidal. I didn't realize that's how I viewed myself for a while. Because in my brain, I was just like, oh, I can't be suicidal. I'm not actively trying to kill myself. That's not what that means. Like, that's not how those feelings work. And it makes me so sad looking back on it about like how bad my mental health has gotten over the years. And like I think the worst thing is that I'll think about making something, and then I don't do it. And the most heartbreaking part is the times when I do create, I end up not finishing it. I did talk about this in my update video from 4 years ago, but like I recorded videos to like talk about Teen Wolf, and I recorded a video to talk about like Raylo. I never finished editing those. I never made those videos. I recorded it, and a lot of these were full recordings. I remember making them. I don't know what happened to them because I remember them being on my old phone. Like, I kept doing that. I remember recently I was like, because like during this time I was writing this fanfic about All of Us Are Dead. It's a zombie K-drama about these high schoolers. A zombie apocalypse starts in their high school and they're trying to survive. I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish it once I graduate high school. Same thing that happened. I really do not like this map. Same thing that happened with my videos. I didn't finish the fic. I never came back. And then recently, I actually was like asking on my thing. I made a whole like new chapter asking like, hey, would anybody be interested if I rewrote this fic to actually fit the vision that I actually wanted the story to go towards, right? People were interested in. I wrote the chapter. Chapter 1, that rewrite is finished. I finished that rewrite. The problem is I never posted it because there was that part of me that was like worried that it wasn't enough. And it's like these fears are like holding me back. And it's just like and it made me wonder how many people think like me. I feel like I'm not alone in this, where like you want to create, you even start creating, but you stop. You don't do anything with it because you're scared of how it will be received. Because like a lot of people are like, oh, you should create for yourself just for the sake of it. But like a big thing, it's like I do like sharing my creations with other people. Oh, I just died. Okay, I teleported in a bad spot. I'm trying so hard not to get frustrated right now because usually I'm like yelling my head off. I'm cursing up a storm while playing Overwatch, but I'm trying to like stay on topic. But like I think the video idea, mind you, I didn't record this idea because I was worried. I was worried about it. But I made an unfinished script for it and I didn't finish the script. But I was like really passionate about this one. I wanted to remake the video that I made about Damian Wayne in Talia because of current political climate. Basically, because like at the time when I made the video, I didn't like understand why Talia al Ghul became villainized the way she did, because like I knew that like the change happened in the 2000s, but I didn't realize what that change was. Now that I'm an adult and like I'm doing more research of like history outside of like what I'm being shown in a history classroom more, I'm realizing that the reason why she like this whole change happened to her and the reason why Damian Wayne was portrayed the way he was due to 9/11. Hi, this is Future Frankie again. Before anyone asks why I didn't make that connection about 9/11 and Tali al Ghul, the reasons was because I was born after 9/11 occurred. I was born in 2003, so I've never experienced a world before 9/11. I've always lived in a post 9/11 world. So when I approached the initial video, I was viewing it as if this type of discrimination that Arab people face in America occurred for a much larger time span. Because, like, I'm black, so I was viewing it through like more of a black perspective instead of realizing that, like, no, this wasn't an immediate thing for them. Like, 9/11 is a whole thing. That's why I want to make the video to begin with. It's like it's a whole like wormhole of itself. I've never like experienced 9/11, like the world before 9/11, so of course that thought never passed my mind. It's due to 9/11 and anti-Arab sentiments that came out of it. And I wanted to make that video especially because I feel like that relates to now about how people feel about Palestine, but I feel like I wasn't the right person to talk about it. Because I was just like over here, like, again, like I was on TikTok a lot. Like a lot of people like very politically correct on there. Which again, like you should be socially sensitive about people of different cultures around you. That is very important. That is something that you should always do. But it's just like sometimes you can overcorrect in one direction, where it's like people stop talking about issues because they're afraid that they might like not actually be helping. But I feel like, hi, Future Frankie again. I feel like I worded this very weirdly because I was, again, while recording this video, I was actively playing Overwatch. I did not record the gameplay first and then record my voice because I knew if I did that, I most likely wasn't going to make this video and actually edit it. I'm referring to a very specific type of people who a lot, like, usually these people are actually liberals and are not leftists. These are people that be like, oh, we have to keep quiet, we don't want to rock the boat. Maybe if we play by their rules we can enact actual change. And like a lot of these people, they'll like guilt people that want actual change. And what ends up happening is that a lot of people will listen to these people not knowing that these people aren't pushing for actual change. And so they become complacent as well to the system that we live under. And it's a very scary thing. It's very real. It's very scary. And it's also affected me. Because everybody thinks that they're immune to propaganda until they unintentionally consume it. Because like in what world is just not just sitting back and letting people fend for themselves the right thing to do? It's really not. It's really not at all a good thing. Again, do not speak over minority groups. You should not speak over minority groups. If I, for example, let me use myself as an example. If I am talking about racism that I face in my day-to-day life, right? A white person can be like, oh, we all get discriminated against. And like, because they are, for example, queer. Because that ignores not only my struggles as a black person, but it also ignores the intersectionality that I also face due to being queer and black. Instead, what you should be doing is to support and uplift those voices that you hear. So it's just like, instead of talking over them, quote them. Like, oh, so-and-so said this. This is so-and-so's personal struggles. You know what I'm saying? Or this is what an active thing that people face in this community. Because like I've noticed, especially like with white creators, they don't talk about issues that happen within black and brown communities. They don't, and I don't mean like issues that have nothing to do with them. I'm like talking about like issues that intersect with their issues. For example, like transphobia within the black community. A lot of trans women that get killed are black. But when people, I notice when a lot of white creators talk about trans women that get killed, they don't often mention the black women that also were killed and how much like they are killed at a much higher rate. That's the stuff that I'm referring to. I worded it very badly here. So I decided to just cut a lot of it out and just replace that audio with this. Because I feel like if I didn't say something, people are going to get confused. Because I confused myself while talking and listening back to it. Because I knew what I was trying to say, but I didn't write it down. So I didn't know how I was trying to say it. In my brain, when people said, oh, don't speak over others, just uplift their voices, my brain was just like, okay, that means I can't say anything. But now that I'm older, I realize, no, that means you should back up their voices. Because, like, it became, at, like, to a certain point, and I was, like, starting to question myself. I'm like, am I actually helping these people, or am I just, like, letting them fend for themselves? And I realized a lot of it was, like, letting them fend for themselves. And I feel like there's a lot of people that did the same thing as me. Like you'll be on TikTok reposting stuff, reposting videos, reposting other people's videos, thinking that's enough. But in reality, it's really not enough. It's never enough. Because, like, especially on TikTok, reposts can only do so much. Yes, it helps people's videos get out there, but it's like you also need to add to the conversation as well. You need to also actively be like, hey, this person needs help. This group of people need help. You know what I'm saying? Indirectly quoting people. I knew like me, there were people that were like against like what Israel's doing to Palestine, but sometimes it feels like maybe like with the way, especially with the way the media portrays it, it makes it seem like a lot of people don't care, when a lot of people do in fact care. It's just like not enough people are brave enough to say anything about it, which is a problem. You shouldn't be afraid to say what you think. We shouldn't be afraid to oppose fascist regimes and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason like we're in this situation to begin with is because people keep being tolerant of shit that they should not be tolerant of. Because like a lot of these people that are allowing this shit to happen are a vocal minority. They're not the majority. I'm pretty sure, I can guarantee you, most people don't want genocide to be occurring to any group, really. But they don't say anything because they're worried. They're scared. They're scared to say anything because they're worried something bad is going to happen. When in reality, the worst thing that could happen is not because you said something, but it's because you didn't. It's because you are silent. And like, I can't help but think like, because like I've fallen into that trap, because like, there are people, like, there were so many people on, like, was saying, like, what can I do? I'm just one person. What can I do? I can't help these people. I want to help them, but I don't know how. What can I do? And I, unfortunately, was also thinking the same thing. And now, like at some point, like, if we're all saying the same thing, then who's doing anything? Like, we can't all be saying that. Nothing's going to change if everybody's saying the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm sniffling a lot. I have allergies and I don't know why. My nose trips all the time. It's so annoying. I don't even know if I'm making sense. I should have written the script for this video, but it was just like, I just really felt like I should have. Let me see who I should play. I bought all these Sanrio skins. I bought all of them. But I feel like it's like I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense. That's why I can't wait until I edit the video and like fix exactly what I'm saying, because right now I don't think what I'm saying is making the best of sense right now. Because like ultimately it's an issue. It's an issue. Damn, I really wish I wrote a script for this so then it made more sense, but I know what I'm trying to say. I'll probably record, if I need to feel like I need to explain a part, I'll probably like put in clips of me from the future explaining it, like the other YouTubers do. And like, I let that fear consume me. I feel like I got like emotionally got consumed by so many different feelings. It was fear, depression, all these other things. And I was letting it control me and affect how I interact with the world. And I wish I didn't let that happen. Why are we over here not with the robot? There we go. No! No! I died. Oh my god. This is so annoying. Because when I was a kid, like, all the time people were like, oh, you're good at this, you should just keep doing this, you're so good at drawing, you should keep drawing. But like, I just remember, like, I think this is like, this goes back to my parents. It's just like, I remember like when I would try something new, like dancing. I'm trying to become a better dancer now, but like at the time when I was a kid, when I would try dancing, I wasn't very good because, you know, I was a little kid and I was trying something new. They would just look at me like there was something wrong with me, you know? And that sticks with people. And like, it's just like these little things I feel like build me up into the very... I think I have a very avoidant relationship with creation in general. Because I love making things, but making stuff makes me anxious at the same time because I feel like I have to be jaw-dropping. I feel like it has to be unique. I think it feels like it has to be the best thing, like, since sliced bread. Bro, get into your eyes! No! I just remember those like videos on like TikTok with younger artists where it's like, oh, this 12-year-old's better at art than me. I remember when that was like a trending topic or whatever a while ago. Oh! That was funny at first, but at a certain point I was like, wow, why is this 12-year-old better than me? Mind you, at the time I was like 18, 19 when I was seeing those videos, I think. And like, again, like, social media makes it like an environment where you can't help but like compare yourself to other people. And I feel like YouTube is so different from these other social media platforms in the sense that a lot of the content is meant to be longer form. So it's like, it's not like all these dopamine hits are hitting your brain at such a fast rate. Especially like in older YouTube. A lot of older YouTube was very much slower content. And you weren't just like, a lot of the stuff that you chose to watch, even now, it's purposeful. You have to manually like search stuff up and manually pick stuff. Even if it's videos recommended to you in your algorithm, you're not automatically watching it. You have to choose to still watch it. But like, again, you don't, like, you're still making that choice. But with like TikTok and Instagram, they're choosing those videos for you. They're choosing what you see based off of what you told the algorithm. So it's just like you're constantly being hit with dopamine hit after dopamine hit, and it's so jarring. It was even worse when I remember I would be like having a dopamine hit, and then suddenly the next video was somebody needing help, and it was just like back to back, and it's just like that, like, it was just constant. It was constant, and it's just like there's no room to breathe. The only way is to turn off your phone. But these social media apps like TikTok and Instagram now especially are specifically designed to keep you on there for hours. It's designed to make you addicted. And unlike with YouTube, which is like more purposeful choices that you're making with what you're watching, I feel like I had little to no choice to what I was constantly watching online. It was so weird. It felt like my hands were at the whims of this algorithm that like basically was like, this is who you are. This is who we think you are, and this is who you should be. And it's so terrible. It's so scary. And it's just like, they're like, in like micro trends, like all like things constantly change time and time again. On TikTok, it's just like one moment I'll be like, oh, this is a cute trend. Let me make art for this trend. By the time I posted, the trend's already over. If it take me like 2 weeks to do something, the trend's already over after a few days. And it's so scary because like they want you to produce at an alarming rate. It's such an incredibly fast pace that's not healthy. I remember when I initially started posting on YouTube, one of my first videos. Actually, no, a lot of people don't know this, but initially this was a gaming channel. When I was a little kid, I made this channel to like play Minecraft with my brother, which was like about 10 years ago now. So like when I was like in like late elementary school, early middle school. So my first video on this channel was me playing a game. It was so fun. I just remember being so proud of myself. Like, not a lot of people watched it, not a lot of people liked it, but I would remember being so proud because I made something. I made something. It was mine. I created just for the sake of creating. And I decided to share that with other people. And I feel like, again, like social media has warped this feeling for me because I've always liked creating with people. I think that's why I love theater so much, because it's such a community-based art form. You need to create with other people to make something a lot of the time. And for me, I like being of service to people. I love working together with people and sharing what I've created with others. That like change to be like looking and searching of approval from other people. And it's scary. It's scary. And sometimes I wake up, I look in the mirror, and I'm like, who is this person? Who am I? What's happened to me? What happened to my joy? What happened to my whimsy? I don't know. It's scary. Recently, I actually dyed my hair. I bleached my hair and I messed it up because I have locks. And in the back of my head, I somehow didn't get my roots. But I dyed it pink. It was like, it turned out to be a salmon color and some bubble gum. But I looked in the mirror and I remember, wow, this is the version of me that I would imagine myself being as a kid. This is me. This is who I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be like. I'm supposed to be colorful. I'm supposed to be whimsy. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, I feel like I lost a part of what makes me me in the first place. And it's not because of YouTube. It's because of all these other sources that I was on. And honestly, it stopped me from creating on YouTube because I genuinely like making YouTube videos. I genuinely like talking about what goes on in my brain. I like explaining things. I like talking about different ideas. But so many things have happened. It's just like, it's so weird. Like, if anyone wants a story time, I'll talk about it. Something that, like, there's so many different videos that I want to create, like videos that aren't essays of me just like casually playing with my friends. I want to post videos of me talking about fan fiction and my AU ideas. I have this whole ever after high AU. I have an ever after high AU. I have a monster high AX ever after high AU, and I have a completely unrelated monster high AU with ever after high. Those are 3 different AUs in my brain that I've been wanting to share to people, but I don't know how to like just start writing it down. Like, I have so many ideas, so many headcanons, so many rewrites that I have that I want to like share. I want to like also revisit a lot of these video ideas. Like, I do in fact want to like actually make that Twilight video. I do want to make that Teen Wolf video. The Teen Wolf video was like that I recorded the audio for. It was about racism in the Teen Wolf fandom. That's something that I genuinely do want to talk about. The Teen Wolf fandom is one of those fandoms where it's like I entered it. It's one of those fandoms that I don't like being in the space of, other than like very specific corners. I like there's a shocking amount of people that do not like Scott McCall. Like, it's genuinely insane. Like, and I don't mean like just dislike, I mean like vehemently hate him. And finding fan fiction sometimes can be like the most popular fanfics. Like not all of them, but there's like scary amount that like talk about him in a way that feels very racially charged. I don't know how else to describe it, but like there's so many things I want to talk about. Like, my brain's like, I want to be good. 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 And it's this whole thing. It's like I want to get out of my head. I want to do stuff. But then I get stuck in my head again. I get stuck on all these possibilities of making and creating over and over and over and over again. And it's so scary how lost in my head I can get. How lost I can get in like hypotheticals. And it's like at a certain point I can't help but realize like no one's going to wait for me. No one's going to wait for me to like make up my mind and realize that I need to create. No one's going to wait for me to get the perfect idea. Nobody's gonna wait for me to actually pull myself out of bed. I was so shocked when I opened this account and I saw that there's still people that watch my videos. I recently like looked at my analytics. Right now, as I'm recording this, I have 135 subscribers. When I checked the day before, I had 134. The fact that I had over 100 subscribers is like amazing to me, because when I last uploaded that last video that I made, I was nowhere near that amount. I was just like, oh, nobody's gonna watch this, somebody's gonna come. And then I log into my account years later. Not only did I have like over 100 subscribers, but somebody subscribed to my channel either today or yesterday. And I'm just like over here in my brain, I'm like, people are still watching my content. For whatever reason, people still want me to like make stuff. People are still interested in what I could make. And I'm genuinely grateful. I'm genuinely grateful. Like, it's just like, I don't know, it's like, again, like, it's insane to me that people want to see, to just watch these. I recently did something in my, like, this past spring, because I transferred to a different college. This fall semester, why do I keep saying fall? I mean spring. Earlier this spring semester, I was taking an entry-level course, an entry seminar, because I transferred from a community college to a actual university. Mind you, that community college is where a bunch of that bad stuff actually happened that I was talking about earlier. But like, I was like writing in my essay about how I wanted to like get better. I wanted to actually go out and audition. I wanted to do all these things, but I was scared, because due to the kind of environment that I was learning in, and how like I like wanted to try to do things even though I know I'd be rejected for doing it. Because like I saw people doing this thing called the 1000 rejection challenge, where you keep doing stuff that you wouldn't normally go out for until you get rejected 1,000 times. And I decided to lower that amount to 100, and I was gonna do things that I normally don't do to get used to the feeling of rejection. And I auditioned for the school play and my school musical, and to my surprise, I made the cast. I not only made the cast for the play, but I'm one of the main characters. And I did it because like I said in my beginning essay that like I was like thinking about auditioning for shows, and then my professor was like, oh, I can't wait to read your essay about it. So I felt pressured to doing it, but I don't know, it's just like, it's like, I don't know, like I forget, like sometimes like you forget that like you got it, like you can't get like everything like 100% the first time you try. Rejection is a very normal part of life, and you won't know if you're gonna get something unless you try. Tracer! No! I died. And it's like, it made me realize it's okay for me to mess up. It's okay for me to fail. It's actually because of that why I tried to like update that fanfic in the first place, because I wanted to try. These things don't heal overnight. I still got scared. I still want to try posting it. That's another reason why I'm posting this video. And the main reason why I'm making this video isn't just be like, hey, this is what happened to me, this is where I am, and a bunch of other stuff. No, it's also because I'm afraid. I'm definitely afraid. And I want to stop being afraid. You know what I'm saying? I want to be brave. Because the thing is about bravery isn't not fearing fear at all. It is doing stuff even though you know you are scared. I don't know how much I'm gonna cut out this video. I know it's like, because when I checked the recording last, it was like over 40 minutes. So it's just like, I also want this video to be longer than I usually make my last videos, because a big part of the reason why they're like as short as they were was because like it was like a big part of it's because I wasn't confident people were gonna want to listen to me to talk for that long, even though logistically I knew I should actually be talking about these topics for longer. Because like a lot of these videos that like, that's why I want to remake more than one of the videos that I made in the past. I want to also, I definitely want to revisit the Harry Potter one that I made. That was my first video. Oh my god, before they got rid of the likes dislike ratio, I hit the dislikes of that so bad. I feel like I described my points really bad in that one, and again, like I feel like what I was trying to say should have been longer. Definitely my Max Russo video could have been longer. My Young Justice video could have been longer. A bunch of them should have been like at least 30 minutes. The Talia al Ghul, the Damian Wayne one should have been definitely much longer. Like it's like again, like I was afraid to make longer formatted videos. It was, even though logistically I know like fear is nonsensical. That's the thing. A lot of fear is like nonsensical. A lot of it doesn't make sense. A lot of what I've been doing is like trying to survive. It's like, I don't know how personal I'm supposed to get in one of these. I lived with my mom. I actually moved out like, I think as of now almost 2 years ago. I was scared to make videos when I was living with her because my mom doesn't know that I'm queer. When I made my, like, at the time I thought I was bisexual, I've recently discovered that I'm a lesbian. I'm still non-binary. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we won. Perfect. Like, there's so many little things in my life that like made me feel like I couldn't do it, but like at a certain point they became I don't know when they became excuses. And I made that video, it already felt like I was making excuses to why I wasn't doing it. But at the time, like again, I was genuine about like I wanted to graduate first and focus on my life before I made another video. Nobody's voting for me. Wow. Okay. Yeah, definitely like a lot of things became excuses. Like I wanted to focus on my life, but it's like I had so much time, and like at a certain point I felt like I was slowly dying. Like I was dying constantly. It was like I thought I was just gonna rot away and nobody's going to remember me, nobody's gonna think I was a poor man. But even when I like would think this, like for some reason people would still comment on my videos, people would still subscribe, people would like I remember there was a few times over the years I would like just randomly pop in on my account just to look at my old videos, and then I'd see somebody saying something in my comments and I would reply to them. I remember I was arguing with this one guy about my Damian Wayne video because he was talking about like how, oh, Damien's mixed, so he would be light-skinned. And I'm like, that's not how genetics work, especially in terms of skin color. Like, yes, being mixed with somebody who's lighter in comparison with somebody who's darker can cause the child to come out lighter, possibly. That's still a possibility. That's not 100% the case. Because if that was the case, again, right? If we look at, like, especially colonialism, a lot of indigenous groups, not just indigenous groups, but a lot of racial groups wouldn't still have distinct features. Because, like, you can't just, again, like, genetics, it's like a lottery. Anything can come out. My argument wasn't that Damien cannot be light-skinned. It's just, like, at the time of that video, and in the comments prior, when Damien is portrayed darker, he was evil. Sometimes even like in one issue he was like a suicide bomber. He was very violent. In the issues that he's like lighter, they portray him in a more kinder light. And because of like, again, like whether it's conscious or not, the writers view his like proximity to whiteness to equal the amount of goodness that he has within his heart, which is not a good thing to do, which is actually why I really liked Wayne Family Adventures, which I haven't read in a couple years actually, because I don't really read webtoon as much as I used to. But like Damien and Talia are portrayed in a like it's just like I feel like the person writing it very much had so much love for all the characters that they're portraying in that comic series, and have like a lot of respect towards those characters, because like yes, Al Ghul does translates to the demon head, I believe, but that does not mean that they have to be evil, you know what I'm saying? Like, just because they're raised by assassins does not mean they have to be like doing all this crazy especially again when you look up how Talia was portrayed before 9/11. Obviously, like the way she was portrayed at the time can get like a little weird, because again, she was like that exotic love interest. It still was much kinder to how she was portrayed directly after 9/11 and as of more recent years, because I feel like more recently, these past few years, she has been portrayed more kindly and more respectfully. Them portraying her as a rapist severely damaged her character. Even though it is no longer canon, it has affected how people view her character. It is very terrible to portray an Arab character as a rapist, because they're already stereotyped, especially due to 9/11, as being savage, as being rapists, as being inherently violent people. And I feel like that is very important to not do. Like I like, it's just like, that's not even going into like how some of these people that be writing for these comments, was it Tom King? It like, some of them, like someone worked for the CIA or something, and they're writing for comics, and they're writing some like really problematic for this. Okay, it's just like, so it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and like I don't know how else to say it. This is cute. I don't have those skins. I don't know how I feel about Juno's skirt in this. Her shoes are cool though. They're cute. What's in seasonal? What is this? I did not buy this battle pass. I did not play this season much. It's just for you. I do not like her celestial skin. Her feet are out. Weird. Yeah, no. I don't like it. Let me see. No. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna title this video, because like I'm talking about so many different things. It is so mismatched that I'm just like over here like, oh, freakle frackle. Feels like I should have like wrote a script, recorded it, and then put me playing Overwatch underneath it. But I knew if I did that this video wasn't gonna be made. Like again, like I said earlier, the purpose of this video is to make me make videos. It's not a formal video like the other ones that I made. It's literally like me talking about like my feelings about like YouTube, about social media, and just like to like push myself to create. There's like probably other things that I probably will expand on other videos if anybody else asks, but like I already mentioned that multiple times, but like I don't know how to end this video, because I kind of want to go to bed. But I think a good way to end this off would be to reintroduce myself. Hi, my name is Frankie. I am Haitian American. I am 22 years old, and I like to create. I like to make YouTube videos talking about things that I like cartoons and TV shows that I've seen, movies. I like to talk about social issues in relations to the media that we consume. I like playing video games, and I like to, I don't know, I just like to make things. I just like to create. I like to make videos. Videos editing is very fun. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I know this video is gonna be very disjointed and like very weird. There's going to be a lot of cuts in this video, I believe. as of now that I'm looking at the recording of this video is an hour and 2 minutes. As I'm recording this, I'm very sure it's going to be cut down much more because I like, again, like this is not like a formal video. I did not have a script or anything. Actually, speaking of scripts, this actually is related. Going forward, I will be writing scripts for my videos. I noticed in the past that I didn't write scripts in my videos, and I think I actually should, because I would miss things when I'd be talking about them. My alarm just went off. Ignore that. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who decided to watch this far. And thank you to everyone who, like, I know a lot of people probably have stopped watching me, but if you are subscribed to me and you have, again, made it this far, thank you for your support. I'm genuinely grateful. I hope you continue to watch my videos. I hope you guys continue to like my videos. If you guys have anything that you think I should cover, if there's any video or topic that I've made in the past that you think I should recover, remake, or like, or explore different like direction in, please let me know in the comments below. And yeah, good night everyone, and sleep tight. Thank you.